my name is Amanda Kulesza. I am halfway through my first year here at Bergen. I started in January. So my experience in education has been a little different. I graduated high school 10 years ago now from Riverdale, and I first went off to Bergen College as a literature major. I got my bachelor's degree. My first college experience, it was great, but I definitely was not the most involved student. I had my head in the book. I think I spent more time with some friends I had here, actually, than I did at Bergen. So I graduated there in 2016, was working full-time, and then I went back and got a business certificate, just to boost my resume a little bit. And I kept on working. I've worked quite an array of customer service jobs. I was at Walt Disney World for a couple months for the college program, quick service, food and beverage. I also worked at the movie theater at Garden State Plaza, AMC, so you probably saw me there a few years back. And recently I spent the last 4 years working at Barnes & Noble. I was the cafe supervisor. And then I spent the last year in a chiropractic clinic, so yeah, I have a very, very different background. When COVID started, though, I was, very, very scared and in a lot of shock about what was going on in the world. I've experienced a lot of interesting things in my life, between, 9/11, living in a post 9/11 world, the, war in Afghanistan, stock market crash in, the mid-2000s. On top of, a lot of personal issues, but COVID has definitely been the most tremendous experience. So I decided to come to Bergen and study medical assistance because that is a field that allows me to work hands-on with patients and advocate for their particular needs. I also lost a childhood friend to a rare form of brain cancer when I was 8. I lost another friend to leukemia and COVID last year, and for the last 2 years, I've been watching one of my best friends struggle with a very long and extensive medical history involving a lot of rare and complicated issues, and she has not been able to get any help. So coming into the medical assistance program felt like the right journey for me because I've seen people struggle, and people need help. You can't put people in a box. So first semester was a little challenging as everything was online, but I had taken online classes before, so I was a bit at an advantage. I started joining in on the Pride Club meetings. That was very fun. That's something that's very close to my heart. And then the spring came around, and I decided to run in the elections for student government. I had never been involved in student government before, as I said previously, even in high school. My head was in the book, But I was curious, if I'm going to be in a field where I want to advocate for people, that is the best place where I can start. So I ran, and I won. And that's been amazing. So as treasurer, I'm going to oversee all the financial aspects of student government, and I'm also going to be running the student activities board. So a lot of, clubs and campus events. So while I'm talking about this, I'd also like to introduce my 2 fellow e-board members who are here with me. We have Sultan, our Chief Justice.
Hello everyone, nice to meet you.
And then we have Justin, our Vice President. So I've been working with them, since we started in the early summer. And although, we're very early in our term, I can honestly say it was the best decision I made for myself. I've been learning, what the student government has been able to do in past years and during COVID. But since, I don't have a whole lot to offer other than what I've heard, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what I have planned. So as I mentioned, I'm, particularly close-hearted to the Pride Club here. So I decided to take the initiative to try and build a Pride Center on campus. I want to build more inclusion and diversity, and I know for a community college it can be hard to really get involved in student life. You know, you might have a class that overlaps with your, you know, particular club of interest. You might, you know, not be willing to necessarily get involved for whatever reason. But I wanted to have, you know, create a safe space for everyone to come and meet new people, have the resources without having to commit to a strict time. So if all goes well, which I hope it does, you know, I hope that everyone will come and check it out and support it. The one thing I would like everyone here to take away today, though, is everyone takes their own path. You know, Bergen might be a 2-year college. That doesn't mean you're gonna finish your education in 2 years. Whether you stay here longer than that, whether you go on to a 4-year college, whether you go on to get your master's or doctorate, or whether you go to get your doctorate and decide to start all over again in a completely new field. All of that is fine. You know, the best way you're gonna succeed is to find what you are passionate about and what you are, you know, most interested in. Don't feel like you have to figure it out all in a day. You know, everyone's always going to be asking you, what do you want to do? What kind of job do you want to end up in? I'm 28, I still don't have that answer. I know people older than me that still don't have that answer. My dad spent his working career in IT. He was forced into retirement early. He still doesn't know what to do with himself. And that's okay. You know, when things are, you know, when life is right, everything will come together and you will figure it out. Just enjoy the time you have here, get involved, try new things, and have fun. Thank you.